Here's something most travel videos won't tell you about Iberostar Waves Rose Hall Beach in Jamaica. If you book a standard room directly through the hotel website during low season, you're looking at around $250 to $350 per person per night, all-inclusive. But here's the kicker. Upgrading to Star Prestige level costs just $50 more per night, and you get butler service, exclusive lounge access with premium liquors, priority restaurant reservations, and spa discounts that can save you way more than that $50 difference if you actually use the spa. Most people skip this upgrade thinking it's some luxury add-on they don't need. But the math tells a different story when you're trying to snag a table at the sushi restaurant or waiting in line at the regular bar while Star Prestige guests waltz past. That's the kind of detail that changes how you book. And we're diving into everything else you need to know about this 4.5-star all-inclusive spot that just got a major facelift in 2024. Let's talk rooms, because this is where you'll be collapsing after too many rum punches and beach volleyball. The standard room is your reliable workhorse, coming in at 398 square feet with either a king bed or two doubles. Think of it as the dependable friend who always shows up. You get a balcony or terrace, which is non-negotiable in Jamaica because you need somewhere to drink your morning coffee while watching the palm trees sway. The minibar gets restocked daily with water, sodas, and beer. Plus, there's a coffee maker for those mornings when you can't face humanity before caffeine. These rooms sleep up to 4 people, which works great for families with 2 kids who don't mind sharing space. The bathrooms have showers, hairdryers, and all the basics. Views are either garden or partial ocean, and honestly, the garden views aren't bad since the landscaping is lush and tropical. Post-2024 renovation, they updated the bedding and added better tech, which addressed some earlier complaints about rooms feeling dated. The pillow menu is a nice touch if you're picky about neck support. Air conditioning works well, which matters more than you'd think in Caribbean humidity. Room service runs 24 hours, so your 3 a.m. jerk chicken craving is covered. These rooms max out at 4 guests, and while they're not going to win design awards, they're clean, functional, and honestly, you're going to be at the beach most of the time anyway. Junior suites bump things up with a separate living room and king bed across 484 square feet. The big difference here is the oceanfront view and the hydro massage tub, which is basically a bathtub that makes you feel fancy. You get robes and slippers, which sounds small but actually makes a difference when you're padding around after a shower. Premium toiletries are included, and the extra space means you're not tripping over suitcases every time you move. These sleep 4 comfortably and give you enough room to actually unpack and spread out. The living area has seating where you can hang out without sitting on the bed, which is clutch if you're traveling with older kids or just want to watch TV without lying down. Oceanfront means you're waking up to turquoise water views, and the balconies are big enough to actually use. Pricing runs $350 to $450 in low season, jumping to $500 to $600 during peak winter months. The value proposition here is solid if you want more space and better views without going full luxury suite. The hydro massage tub is great for sore muscles after snorkeling or just pretending you're at a spa. Star Prestige Junior Suites are where things get interesting. And this is that $50 upgrade we talked about earlier. At 538 square feet, you get more space, a whirlpool, and direct ocean views that feel like a screensaver. But the real value is in the perks. Private check-in means you skip the lobby chaos when a tour bus unloads. You get a beach bag, which sounds trivial until you realize you don't have to carry your own stuff. Premium liquors in your minibar instead of the standard well brands. Priority reservations mean you actually get into the specialty restaurants without planning 3 days ahead. Spa discounts can run 20 to 30%, and if you book even 2 treatments, you've already made back that $50 nightly difference. The exclusive lounge has better snacks and drinks, and it's quieter than the main bars. Butler service means someone coordinates your restaurant bookings, beach setups, and random requests without you lifting a finger. These suites sleep 4 and run $450 to $550 in low season, $600 to $700 in high season. For couples or families who want the all-inclusive experience without constant hassle, this tier makes financial sense. The whirlpool is bigger than the junior suite tub, and having someone else handle logistics is worth more than the price difference suggests. Family suites are built for the chaos of traveling with kids, offering 2 bedrooms with a king and twins, plus a living area across 646 square feet. This is the sweet spot for families of 5 or 6 who need actual separation between parent space and kid space. You can request connecting rooms if you need even more space, and cribs are available for babies. The layout means kids can go to bed while adults stay up without everyone being in the same room, which preserves sanity on vacation. Views are either garden or ocean, and honestly with kids, you're probably prioritizing space over views anyway. These run $400 to $500 in low season, $550 to $650 in peak season. The math works when you compare it to booking 2 separate standard rooms. You get the same amenities as other rooms, including daily minibar restocking, which matters when you have kids constantly asking for drinks. The bathrooms are sized to handle multiple people getting ready, and having a living area means you have somewhere to hang out that isn't a bed. Storage space is decent, which you need when traveling with kids who somehow require 3 times the luggage of adults. Dining at an all-inclusive can be hit or miss, but Iberostar Waves has 10+ venues that cover enough variety to keep you from getting bored. El Patio is the main buffet, and it's where you'll probably eat breakfast every day because buffets just make sense for morning meals. The spread includes Jamaican jerk chicken that actually has some heat, fresh seafood that changes daily, and enough salad options to pretend you're being healthy before loading up on pastries. Breakfast runs 7 to 11, lunch from 12:30 to 3, and dinner 6:30 to 10. The theme nights happen Mondays and Wednesdays with Jamaican focus, which means more jerk seasoning, festival bread, and plantains. Capacity is over 400, so it handles crowds, but dinner gets packed around 7. The buffet is international well, meaning you'll find pasta, carved meats, Asian stir-fry stations, and desserts that lean heavy on tropical fruits. It's casual dress code, no reservations needed, and honestly the quality is better than most all-inclusive buffets. The coffee is decent, the juice is fresh, and they restock frequently so you're not eating dried-out food. Kids love it because they can pick exactly what they want, and picky eaters can always find something safe. Lamar handles Asian fusion with a focus on sushi, teppanyaki, and stir-fries. Dinner only from 6:30 to 10, smart casual dress code, reservations required. The sushi is surprisingly good for an all-inclusive, with fresh fish and creative rolls beyond basic California and spicy tuna. Teppanyaki means you get the show with chefs flipping shrimp and making onion volcanoes, which entertains kids and adults equally. Stir-fries are cooked to order so you can customize spice levels and ingredients. Capacity is around 80, so this books up fast, especially during peak season. The sushi nights are popular, and if you're into Asian food, you'll want to eat here at least twice during your stay. The ambience is more upscale than the buffet, with mood lighting and table service that feels like an actual restaurant. Sake and Asian beers are included, and the desserts lean toward mochi and green tea ice cream. Reservations are handled through the hotel app, which works better than calling the front desk. Get your bookings in early each week or you'll be stuck with less desirable time slots. Mare Nostrum does Mediterranean and Italian, which means pasta, grilled fish, and tiramisu that's worth the calories. Dinner 6:30 to 10, smart casual dress, reservations required. The pasta is made fresh and you can watch them hand-roll it if you sit near the open kitchen. Grilled fish comes with lemon and herbs, simple but done right. The Italian wine pairings are included, which elevates the meal beyond typical all-inclusive fare. Capacity is 70, so it's intimate compared to the buffet. The menu rotates but always includes classics like carbonara, margherita pizza from a wood-fired oven, and seafood risotto. The pizza crust has that char and chew you want, and they don't skimp on toppings. Appetizers include bruschetta with tomatoes that taste like they were picked that morning in caprese with actual buffalo mozzarella. Desserts are traditional Italian, so expect panna cotta, cannoli, and that tiramisu we mentioned. Service is attentive without being overbearing, and the atmosphere feels like a date night spot even if you're with family. This is where you go when you want to feel like you're dining out, not just eating at a hotel. The Lebanese restaurant brings Middle Eastern flavors with hummus, kebabs, and baklava. Dinner 6:30 to 10, casual dress, reservations required. The hummus is creamy with good tahini balance, served with warm pita that's baked fresh. Kebabs include lamb, chicken, and beef, all marinated with spices that give depth without overwhelming. The baklava is sticky, sweet, and layered properly, not the dry stuff you find at mediocre places. Capacity is 60, and some nights feature a belly dancer, which adds entertainment value. The mezz platters are generous, including baba ganache, falafel, and tabbouleh. Grilled meats come off skewers with char marks and juices that soak into the rice. Vegetarian options are plentiful, which is great if you're traveling with non-meat eaters. The spice level is moderate, flavorful without being aggressive. This restaurant surprises people because Middle Eastern isn't common at Caribbean all-inclusives, and the execution is solid. Mint tea and Turkish coffee are available, and the staff explains dishes if you're unfamiliar with the cuisine. Beach Hut Grill is your casual poolside option, open 11 to 6 for lunch and snacks. Burgers are thick and juicy, jerk pork has that smoky heat, and everything comes with fries or plantain chips. No reservations, casual dress, outdoor seating. This is where you eat when you don't want to leave the pool or beach. The menu is simple but satisfying, covering cravings for grilled food and cold beer. Hot dogs, chicken sandwiches, and fish tacos rotate through. It's not gourmet, but it's exactly what you want when you're sunburned and hungry. The jerk seasoning is legit, not the watered-down tourist version. Service is quick because the menu is limited, and you can eat in your swimsuit without judgment. The outdoor setup means you're eating with ocean views and tropical breezes, which makes even a basic burger taste better. Bars are scattered throughout the property, including Star Cafe and Lobby Bar, serving cocktails and snacks 24/7. Premium rums are included, and the mojitos are made with fresh mint, not the sad pre-muddled stuff. Live music happens regularly, usually Caribbean bands or solo guitarists. The swim-up bar at the main pool is where you'll spend too much time ordering piña coladas without leaving the water. Bartenders know the regulars by day 3 and start making your drink when they see you coming. Snacks at the bars include nachos, wings, and empanadas, enough to tide you over between meals. The variety means you can drink a different cocktail every day without repeating, and the all-inclusive covers top-shelf liquor, not just bottom-shelf mixers. Coffee is available all day at Star Cafe, which matters for people who need multiple caffeine hits. The lobby bar is quieter, good for evening drinks without the pool crowd. Star Prestige guests have their exclusive lounge with premium brands and better snacks, which circles back to why that upgrade makes sense. 4 pools cover different vibes, and this is where you need to know the logistics. The main family pool is large, 1.2 to 1.5 meters deep, with a swim-up bar that gets crowded by noon. Hours are 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. year-round. Towels are provided and service is included, meaning waiters take drink orders poolside. The adults-only infinity pool overlooks the beach and stays quieter, perfect if you want to read without kids cannonballing nearby. The kids' splash pool has slides and shallow areas, keeping younger children entertained for hours. The quiet relaxation pool is exactly what it sounds like, smaller and less trafficked. Now here's the real talk. Loungers don't disappear by 7 a.m. like some resorts, but the prime spots near the swim-up bar and with shade do fill up by mid-morning. If you want a specific spot, get there by 9. The pools are clean, chlorine levels are managed well, and there's enough space that you're not swimming in a crowd even when the resort is full. Lifeguards are present during operating hours, which matters if you have kids. The main pool has music and activities like water aerobics, while the adults-only pool stays chill. Pool waiters are attentive, and you can order food from the beach hut grill to your lounger. The setup works well because the 4 pools segment guests naturally by what they're looking for. For checking booking availability and prices at your desired dates, you can use the link in description. I hope this video was helpful. Give it thumbs up. Subscribe for more travel-related content. If you are not ready to book this hotel, you can watch our best hotels playlist and choose the best one for you. Thanks for watching.